My name is Jonathan Goforth. Thanks for watching my video today. I'm going to talk about a lot of the common mistakes that I see buyers make. Whether it's a first-time buyer or the second or third or fourth purchase, some buyers tend to make these mistakes. So let's talk about what they are so you can avoid them. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Let's jump right in. Let's talk about the most common mistakes that a lot of buyers make. And so the first one, so at this point in my career, I get to list a lot more houses than I have buyers for. I still do a lot of both. Last year, my team with me, we did almost 34 million in closed volume. And so we run a lot of listings, a lot of buyers. So when I go over to a listing appointment and I pull up to it and I realize, wow, this is the nicest house on the block. This is really nice. I didn't sell it to them in the beginning. So now I go in, they want maximum price. It's going to be hard to do because everything else in their neighborhood is going to average them down a little bit. In fact, a lot of times, if they've tried to refinance in the past, they've had to go through a difficult appraisal, and they probably couldn't even get it to appraise for enough because they have the nicest home on the block. It's the most expensive home on the block. It was when they bought it. It might be the most expensive house in the neighborhood, and it's going to be tough to get maximum value for it when it's time to resell it again later. So if you're looking at buying the home and you're going to sell it again later, don't buy the nicest home on the block. Look at the average of the neighborhood. Try to get something in that neighborhood, wherever you're looking, in the middle of the neighborhood to maximize your future appreciation. Get pre-approved with a really good lender. Not all lenders are really good. Some lenders are just kind of bad, and they have a reputation of not closing on time, not closing at all. They get pre-approvals prematurely. They get into these contracts a little bit and come to find out they are really not loanable. Get pre-approved with a good lender. Ask your realtor, who do they recommend you get pre-approved with? Because they've already figured out who the really good lenders are and who the bad lenders are. That can be a catastrophic mistake. If you get hooked up with a bad lender, some of these might be national lenders, you don't really have a direct contact. Every time you call the 800 number, you might get a different person. And sometimes when they start asking for your bank statements over and over, it's because they're losing them. They're unorganized. And that's not a good lender. Know your mortgage payment. If you're working with a good lender, they're going to tell you this is what the mortgage payment will be estimated at that price. So if you're looking at a home for $270,000 and you're only putting 5% down, it's a conventional loan with 5% down. You need to know your principal and interest, estimate your taxes and insurance, and then you're going to have PMI. Make sure you have all of that figured into your mortgage payment so you're not caught off guard after you're under contract, after you've done inspections, and now your lender says, oh, by the way, your mortgage payment's going to be $225 a month higher than you think it is. That would not be a good lender. So make sure you have a good lender to give you your mortgage payment. You want to know what that is before you get started looking at homes in that price range. Have realistic expectations. I will just tell you now, there is no perfect house. No matter the price range you're looking at, there is no perfect house. Even if you're building brand new construction, you might have the assumption it's going to be perfect when you move in. It won't be perfect. There's always going to be little issues. So as you're looking at homes and you're starting to look at homes and you realize, I don't like this because of that. I don't like this one because of that. I don't like this one. I don't like that one. None of these are fitting everything I want. You're going to start catching on. None of the houses are going to fit everything you want. It's not possible. So think about the things you want the most. And then you might have to sacrifice a little bit on other things so you can actually buy a home. Or you might look at 200 or 300 homes and realize, some of those would have been okay. Don't use the listing agent to represent you. It's just not a good idea. You need to have your own agent represent your interests. This is going to be the most expensive purchase you're ever going to make. You need representation to help you. You just do. And so some people, because I'm frequently a listing agent, they'll contact me and think if they just use me directly, they're going to get a huge break on commission, or there's going to be great ability to negotiate a much better deal. That is not the case. You always should have your own agent represent you. That's what buyer's agents are there for, is to help you represent your best interests. Those are the 5 most common mistakes I see that buyers make. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.